Are your runs when you're doing a routine on the whole course? Are your runs fully mapped out, or do you improv, or do you have backup tricks?
My runs are always planned.
Straight, like this is it.
I mean, honestly, I'm so experienced with skating these courses that we get the course design like 2 weeks before, and I'm on the plane on the way there looking at it, studying it, and like I already know like the majority of my run that I'm gonna do before I even
And it almost always works that way.
Yeah.
You don't show up and be like, oh, this is not what I thought.
A couple things I'll probably switch up, but like 80% of the run I already knew.
Wow.
I was gonna.
That would relieve some pressure, though, right?
Yeah. Well, it helps you. I mean, especially at these Olympic qualifier events, they only give us like 45-minute practices, so it helps to go out there and like already have an idea of what you want to do.
Wow.
I do got to tell you that I've seen you in recent events too, and I appreciate that you use the quarter pipes a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
He'll do like a blood fakey where everyone else is
They
either
won't touch it?
no, the axle stall, or they'll grab their board and run over to another place.
Yeah, well, it sucks. I would like to use them more, but I feel like most of the time on those courses that they make the quarter pipes really mellow, so they wouldn't work good for like, let's say like a backsmith grind or something, you know?
Yeah, I know it is a weird.
They're
It's
banky.
it's just aesthetic. It's just like,
Yeah.
this looks like a skate park, but no one's really using it as such.
Yeah.
But I saw you do. I think you did a blunt figure recently. I was like, yes.
I'll run the blunt kick flips a lot.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one to squeeze in there.
Do they count that?
Definitely.
They
Yeah,
do.
I was gonna
Definitely.
say.
Yeah.
You ride vert?
I mean, I can do very little on vert, but
Do you skate it at all?
I mean, I can drop in rock fakie. I mean, depending on how
Like, when
big it
does this-
is, I'll do like an axle stall. But
When does this happen?
if-
When do you go?
We had a big mini ramp session in Ethiopia,
But,
Yep.
It
like,
was
is
sick.
it's like it was almost.
but that was a steep one.
Oh, the
That
mini
one.
ramp?
Yeah, the mini ramp,
Yeah, but
yeah.
it was like 3 feet tall.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Okay, so
that was our
But-
common ground.
But so
But a vert ramp that you
if
walk
I-
by and you go, yeah, I'll drop in. Like,
Oh,
when,
for sure, yeah.
When's that?
I mean, whenever I'm at one, I'm not at one very often.
The quarter pipes at his place are pretty big.
Yeah, one of them's like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not mini. They're like, you could blast arrows on them.
Yeah, I'm just intrigued as to when you see one and you drop in on it. Why? And what do you do when you go there? Why can't? Because
No,
you know, if
it's-
he wanted to, he could do
Of course.
everything.
Yeah.
But it's like, does it interest you, and have you done it?
It does interest me. One day I would like to pad up. I would have to get used to sliding on my knees.
That's
because
the
it's
thing,
just-
right?
Yeah, it's so
You guys
weird.
run.
I feel like I would just, even if I had them on, I think I would still run out. And
Yeah.
yeah. But I think if I did pad up and learn how to fall the right way, then I could back disaster, backsmith grind,
Kickflip frontside hurricane.
back tail.
Yeah, because dude, if he did,
Of course.
he could.
And
if
yeah,
you got
all
to
day.
the point where
Yeah.
vert was normal to you and you were just grinding around, if you can do kickflip hurricane on a rail, it's easier to
It's
do on a
way
vert
easier to
ramp.
aim.
I don't know.
It's way
but
easier
that-
to aim for the
that-
coping.
Doing even a regular hurricane sounds insane coming into.
Because you're saying that you would have to learn how to fall off. Like, you'd have to learn
Yeah,
how to
yeah.
knee slide.
Yeah, but
For
also
me-
learn like hurricane, you're going like that and then in, like that part going in
Yeah.
just sounds so
Oh, because you come
scary.
off the end of the rail.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Because he doesn't
yeah.
lift up like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't think
That
about
sounds
that.
insane.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but then for Tony and I, when we're on the rail in a hurricane,
Oh,
and-
God.
and things aren't going well, getting off that rail is just hit me.
You
in
talking
the
about
head
handrail?
Yeah, like both of us are just like, like you run the toe and you do a little dance. And
All I
and
want to do is whenever I mean, I don't hit rails anymore, but in the days when I would hit them, all I wanted to do was knee slide out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like go hit a big one, and then at the bottom, just one step knee slide.
Yeah, I don't even try to run on it. Like, I mean, when I used to ride any sort of street course, if I'm in trouble, I just skid on my
Yeah,
full body.
yeah.
Because there's no point me even attempting to run. I'm going to blow out everything that's already blown out. But on a rail, I think I go into shock when it goes bad.
Yes.
I think like when I feel something coming
Yeah.
off, I just go, oh! And then I wake up on the ground. I'm like, what happened? Because I don't even try to start doing the things that you guys do. I just go, this is going to be so bad. I'm already thinking that.
What's the biggest rail that you're comfortable just bailing on?
Comfortable bailing on, I would say probably like 15. Or even like Hollywood 16 is like, that one ends a little high off the ground, so you're gonna fall hard. But if you're, I'm comfortable as long as it's not like a
I'm not even
sketchy
comfortable
fall.
walking down that.
Wow,
That's ridiculous.
that is ridiculous.
But he can't knee slide, so what's up?
Yeah,
He will.
man. I feel like
I know.
so much of skateboarding is just knowing how to fall. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So much of it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like that's something that I just learned well because I was so young. I feel like the
Yeah.
younger you are learning those techniques, the easier they come
Because
along.
was
when you
so-
did them incorrectly when you were young, you didn't get hurt. You had the body to kind of take it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
it was wild seeing you come through the X Games and Street League too, but with your dreads and coming in where everyone's just like, "Have you seen this kid? Have you seen this kid?" And then you just as soon as your run was on, you zeroed in, did everything, and it was like, "Oh, he's the best." Like there's,
Yeah.
it's not a question of like he's pretty good for his age. It's like
No.
that's the best dude right there.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Thank you. It's crazy to look back on those years and see some of the shit I was doing that young. It trips me out.
Consistently.
Like going
too.
all the way back to like Tampa Am when I won it in 2005. I was 10, and I just don't know how I did that. It's crazy.
I mean, do those tricks like if you look, let's say you took one of those runs now, where you look at it and go, I could probably revisit that, or it's just like, no, I'm doing other things now.
I mean, most of the tricks in the run, yeah, but I'm not good at heel flips anymore, and I was doing like heel flip front boards, so that one would be hard. But even aside from that, just doing the whole run first try, it probably wouldn't be easy.
Wait,
Wow.
why don't you do heel flips anymore?
Bro, it makes me sad even talking about it because I had such a proper heel flip when I was a kid, and then as soon as I got a little older and like had my growth spurt and stuff, I think I just started kick flipping too much. Maybe it wasn't doing the heel flips often enough, and then they just slowly faded away. And then now when I try one, it just doesn't want to flip the right way.
Oh, wow.
I know.
What
it's
about
weird.
switch?
Oh, switch heel flips. That's my trick. Yeah.
That's it. We're just defeated. God.
Yeah.
I do want to. This is pretty funny. It was really interesting to me when we did that live stream from your park. Remember a few years ago?
Yeah.
And you hopped on my board, and you were trying to do kickflips on my board, and your kickflips are so precise to your setup,
Yeah.
like you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And I was watching. I was like, that's wild because he knows exactly when his tail hits,
Yeah.
size of his wheels. It's all just perfect every time.
Yeah.
And my board is like a Tonka truck.
Yeah.
It's got 60 millimeters, a little bit higher
Yeah, and he
concave.
couldn't do it.
He couldn't do it after a few tries, but I was more not like distant. I was more fascinated that it's just always so perfect and the same for him.
Yeah.
Like I'll kickflip anything because mine are sloppy either way.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, I'll try his board. I'll try this board. Why not? It's got the chances are the same that I'm going to do it or not.
But eventually he could do it. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, it took a few tries.
But it was really fascinating, and I shot it, but I didn't share it just because I was like, I'm not throwing him under the bus. It was more of like a lesson that how he works.